Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. This is a 16 by 20 inch canvas and an OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula. And I have no more plan than to start a geometric by adding colors that I enjoy. And that would be, no water please, Decor 24 karat gold, so it's going to be water lily. Which might be just fine. I found some chrysocolla, which reminds me a lot of the teal, only it's a little more greenish. I guess I'm going to start there, right after I add a little bit of cerulean C. If it'll come out. She doesn't seem to want to, because there's a rather large lump. No more lump. Alright, am I really done? No, I'm not. Dancing fuchsia, as I was saying. I want some saffron too, but not yet. And I took a break and got the pink diamond open as well. I might still change my mind and put some saffron in. Give it a little shake. Because many's the time that this is a problem child for me. I have lots of other colors in mind, but this is how I'm going to start. Don't have to be too neat at this point, which is probably a really good thing. And I can definitely use my scrapings anywhere I please. This is making me want Snapdragon. I wonder how far the paint will go. It'll be a good first layer. I might want to add some white. I know I want to add some black. I might want to scrape through too. I think it's time to get out that Snapdragon though. And maybe some more chrysocolla. The blue flame is open. I still want more chrysocolla. Okay, so I'm going to throw a little bit more Dancing Fuchsia in before I think about black or anything else. to more pink diamond. Kind of figured it might get lost, and it kind of did. I'm really kind of feeling a lot like taking one of my silicone rubber brushes and notching out some colors here and there and everywhere, going back and filling them in after. I'm not done with the Chrysocolla yet, though, I guess. Probably not done with anything, actually. Alright, let's see how that works. Do I have a clean one? Maybe I don't want to use that. Maybe I want to use my nail art tool. I might not even want to use that. No, I'm not ready for this. But my spatula does work well. And I love doing that, so that seems like a good solution to my necessity. Because it's not scraping all the way down to canvas. It's still giving me some good texture. I get to move a few colors around here and there, which is always fun. If I'm quick, I can play as long as the paint is damp. When it dries up, no more play. Until the next day. I got a lot of excess color there, which is actually a good thing right now. I'm going to try the brush. I'm going to try and use a light touch. Oh, it takes paint off really, really well. Maybe a little too well. I'm having fun. I'm going to go for the bigger tool. I love that you can both pick up paint and put paint down. That's my jam. But I like it the way it is. So this is dry and it's the next day, and I want to do some stuff to it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do to it yet, to be honest with you. But I pulled out and opened a lot of colors, including Groovy Guava, which should come right out. Sans that thing. No, it's a bubble. And I want some yellow. I think this is Tuscan Sun. And I'm going to just spread a whole lot of colors, I think. I'm going to use some more Dancing Fuchsia also. This is Pink Diamond. And this Dancing Fuchsia was so strong, I just need something to balance that out a little bit. I've got Pink Carnation. And I want to use some black. I still want to use some black, but I'm going to use the Deco Art Americana 24 karat gold. Oh, that's right. I filled a small bottle and I want to try that. See if it distributes less paint. With the exception of what I just spewed onto my finger. Yeah, that's more controllable. I really want to put some black in there, but I'm going to indulge in a little bit of Orange Crush. I've got Frost Frozen. Took me a second. We hope these colors blend well. My label's coming off. And with the Frozen, I want a little bit of blue, so I'm going to use the Egyptian blue. And I almost completely forgot I wanted to use Cyan Aqua. So I'm going to do that as well right now. I'll probably get some green. I'm going to put colors that are not the same over colors. I like it. I'm done. No, I'm kidding. Alright, here goes nothing. I'm going to need a scrape dish. I can tell now. I want that orange first. So I don't make brown. I like using the colors. I always tell you that are residuals on the canvas. And I'm going to keep using them until there are none left on my spatula. And then there's a good chance I'm going to use a toothy tool. I want some red in there, maybe some fuchsia, dancing fuchsia. Got a little bit of alizarin rose too. Oh, that was more than I anticipated. I never did put any white in. I still could do that too. So far, so good. Feeling lucky. Almost ready to use a toothy tool. Almost waited too long on that yellow. It left an impression behind. I like the way everything looks layered. Let's try a little bit of white. Right in that center. Even though I still have colors on my spatula. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should grab a small spatula just because I've still got colors over here to move too. Two-handed spatula. Alright, I'm going to have to get moving because I think things will glop up pretty quickly. I'm inclined to put more gold over everything and just swipe through. But if I put too much more paint on, I'm going to have a problem getting it off again. I still really would like some black, but I'm very nervous about doing that. Removing some paint now with my spatula. And using my residuals happily. I know it's a gamble. I'm going to grab I'm going to get rid of that paint right there. Put that in the bucket because I don't need paint drying on that. Or this. I can always grab another new spatula. I have one left. I would like to use my residuals. Yep, they're beautiful. I want a much thinner. Might as well use one of my little tiny spatula heads. For some of this exposing of colors. Not all of which is going to work out if it dries too quickly, as I've mentioned repeatedly. But it's nice when it does, and I don't mind if it's a little uneven. It makes it seem more organic to me. I want to use the bigger tool. I'm going to use this one with a wide teeth. It'll leave more color behind and still scrape up some color. Didn't mind the white. I could still go through with white again after, I think. I think that's working out fairly nicely, actually. And I'm almost done if I'm going to call it good, but I'm still interested in the black and I'm not sure what to do about that. Maybe it needs to dry in between. have this little cake decorating tool. I wasn't sure I was going to try and use it. But I want to. Especially since I really like the residuals. The teeth are kind of sharp, so that increases my chance of actually getting some paint to come off the canvas. Which seems to be almost a moot point. Got a lump, so I'll clean that off. I want to use some black. I think the thing that's going to happen is I'm going to use a dish, put some black in it, and just dip my tools in. I can't think of a better way to do it. I don't want to go overboard with the black. And I thought about using the edge of the cake decorating tools. The edge with no serrated edge to it, like here. And in theory, I can still go back in and scrape through if I leave a heavy enough layer. Never did use my hair decorating tool. Might be okay just to leave black marks too. Except for when they're too thick. I'm not sure I like that when they're too thick. So let's just grab the serrated tool. See what they look like. When I diffuse them somewhat. I've also got my nail art tool. I thought I wasn't going to get to do all of that. Maybe I'll change trajectory. I don't know if I need a lot. I really don't. It is wider in the middle and tapered on the ends, so I have to be careful of that because it's always going to give me more than I want, I think. But then again, I can drag it out, which isn't a bad thing either. But I do have to keep moving. I also think that there's no reason not to use one of my rubber brushes. which I'm glad I remembered, because I like the shadow effect of the patterns. Not to mention the fact that I can pick up, put down new marks from old, and pull things sideways, or push, I guess. They create the illusion of dimension in some cases. But I've got to remember to get to them quick enough. It's tempting to do something with the gold that way. Which I really could. And I think I should, actually. That was not part of the plan, though. It doesn't really show up as dark as I was hoping it would. I kind of want to do the same thing with the white, but I'm not sure I need to do anything anymore. But I do still have black in my dish, so till time runs out, I'll just keep adding a little bit more. So I continued on. I'm not sure when the camera stopped. I decided that my nail art tool is viable. Okay. Pretty sure I just fast forwarded through most of that. I'm in a quandary. This is dry and it feels incomplete to me. I'm going to make an attempt to use the Anita's Black Metallic, which will soon be replaced by a different brand because Anita's is no longer. And I'm using the Anita's because the Maiden Black is too black. And I'm just going to scrape through it anyway, I think. Although I'm pretty much happier already than I was a moment ago. I need things to be a lot more organic than they were. I need to play a little bit. And evidently I need to leave the paint heavy if I want it to stay not being able to see through it. That's not the same thing as me thinking that I'm gonna skip the mark making, because I'm not. I need a scrape dish. I meant to grab one. Now I've got my Wilton cake decorating tool. I'm going to try that first. I think I'm going to clean up that part I don't like. And I kind of want to do that everywhere, but I'm not ready. Get some bottles out of my way and swivel this around. Actually, I think I want something here. This could take a while. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it better than I liked what I had. Trying to remember to wipe my tools off so I can come back and do something again. I might want another color, but I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. I just need a change. Like a mega change. I'll try the nail art tool too. So far so good. Get some other colors out of the way. I think the black might do it. Although it's definitely metallic black and not as dense as the Meaden. But it definitely suits me more. Still makes me want something more solidly black though. I thought about white. I'm not done thinking about it, but it's a light touch I'm using. I like that the black fills in some of the little gaps. Needed some kind of better definition. I'm not sure what to call it. That seems like a good enough word. And I can't tell you where placement should be. And I really thought about going back again and using the dish to dip into. I'm not done thinking about that yet either. This could take a while. Then again, it could be done in a minute. And it might be almost done, actually. Beginning to think that the more uneven and less uniform things are, the more I like it, which is weird, but true. And I definitely never get tired of exposing colors. I'm liking most of this. Oh, I like that. I gotta remember to try and make more texture, so when I come back and do another layer, I have more options for leaving that texture behind. Now, did I leave myself any place that I could scrape through with a Wilton cake decorating tool? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to wipe that off. I'm just going to use a clean one. I think I could work on something like this for a whole lot longer. I could go another layer of gold. I could go layer of white. Trying to fit the whole process into a relatively short video is not an easy thing. But I try. I think I'm a whole lot happier than I was. I'll let that dry and make my final decision when I see it. Hi, this is Priscilla. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you'd like to be super helpful, please join the membership. My art is for sale. I'm here to help. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I have 2 books on paint pouring. They're found in the Amazon link, and the Amazon link is found on the link tree in the description underneath the video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you come again. Bye for now. Priscilla out.